next two videos, we will give you a brief introduction to who we are, what Aurelia Psychology is, and about a program we have created for mothers and mothers-to-be called MotherGood.
We are psychologists and mothers, and we founded Aurelia Psychology in 2020 during the pandemic to have a platform where we can write and talk about emotional health.
We blog, we feature other voices of mental health advocates, and we share resources about well-being, relationships, and real-life issues.
Our work is not only based on what we have learned during our studies in psychology and in our clinical practice, but also based on our lived experiences as human beings, as mothers, as expats in Dubai, and much more.
Like you, neither of us have been protected from life's challenges and struggles. We don't live a perfect life. Our lives are just as raw and real as yours. We know worry and anxiety, sleepless nights, stress, loneliness, and despair. We have lived and continue to do so in an imperfect and uncertain world.
I have a special interest in trauma, specifically childhood and attachment trauma, which we'll touch more on in our program. I'm fascinated by intergenerational and collective traumas passed on from parents to their children and on to the next generation. I'm interested in how we can, as individuals and communities, prevent passing on our own traumas to our children and their children and so on. I'm also fascinated by alternative therapies and the intersection of modern and indigenous healing modalities. In my free time, I love going on bike rides with my children, cooking, traveling, reading, dancing, painting, and tending to my space, my home, decluttering, cleaning.
I'm interested in relationships and attachment in both adult and parent-child relationships. I'm passionate about the early years of a child's life, and though I don't work directly with young children, I help couples in creating a healthy and happy home for themselves and their children. I'm also interested in the existential questions in life, such as meaning in life, values, mortality, and freedom. I was brought up in a house full of books and have always loved literature. I believe that both philosophy and literature add depth to my clinical work. In my free time, I like to read, think, walk, and run. Art, culture, and nature are important and meaningful sources of well-being for me.
We both have busy therapy practices in Dubai and online. Aurelia Psychology allows us to share what we have learned along the way and make psychological and therapeutic information available to the wider community in the Middle East and beyond. We created Aurelia Psychology because we felt frustrated that we could only reach a very limited number of people, mainly only those who came to see us for therapy. We believe that psychological and therapeutic information and resources should be more easily accessible to the general public.
We are so glad and grateful that you have found us. In the next video, we will tell you more about the program we have created for moms called MotherGood.